was so pissed.
Nothing better at work than having naked video footage of your wife sent to you by email. Happy Christmas, everybody. It's the Christmas episode, and I have no idea what's going on. I have a mega pint of wine, so...
A mega pint?
If I get really sloppy throughout this whole thing, you'll know why. But Neesha has organised this whole thing. Apparently, my patrons have messaged her with their smart home fails for this year, and they're going to be judged by Judge Paul from the future and a jury of your peers. Does the jury have anything to say? Home assistant! Home assistant! Order! So you have some case files for us?
I do, yes. I set up my daughter's Shelly switch so that when activated, it would check the house battery charge and play a Star Wars related quote on a Google Mini speaker.
Very cool.
As a bonus, there is a 1% chance it would play Jar Jar saying, "Excuse me."
But, my friend might have been banished. Might forgotten. The bosses would do terrible things to me. Terrible things to me if me going back there.
Whoops. Anyway.
My daughter rang me when it first happened saying, "What the F had I done?"
You're getting a harsh sentence for this one because I flipping hate Jar Jar Binks. Over to Judge Paul from the future. Stephen Jones, you are found guilty of exqueeze the terrorism. I hereby sentence you to 2 weeks of mandatory Jar Jar mode, where every smart speaker in your home must respond only in Jar Jar's voice. Disgusting. Needs more home assistant. Next case file, please.
Yes. I recently started to use Home Assistant.
Home assistant!
I got my kitchen lights to come on based on presence sensing and lux level. However, for whatever reason, the automations always turn off the light when my 5'2" mother is in the kitchen. It's the most bizarre thing, and it's even funnier when I tell my mother that the sensor knows she's cold-blooded. As a joke, of course. My mother, on the other hand...
It wouldn't see either of us. I'm 5'1" and you're cold-blooded.
Oi!
There needs to be a little cog above your head for the 3 seconds it took you to get there.
Yes. My mother, on the other hand, who is devout Catholic, believes the sensor is possessed.
Oh. Over to Judge Paul from the future to find out what your sentencing is. Duncan Pinto, you stand guilty of height-based discrimination by automation. I hereby sentence you to the Home Assistant Beginner Obligations Act. You must teach your mother the basics of Home Assistant. Not a punishment! Yes, it is. It is a punishment. It's a punishment. Okay, next case file, please.
I bought supposedly new Google Home hubs from eBay for our kids and assigned them to the right rooms. They turned out to be the Taiwanese version, occasionally showing Chinese instead of English. Every day my youngest son wakes up at 6 a.m. and I go into his bedroom and say, "Hey Google, hey Google, hey Google,
Hey, Google.
Cuckoo! Hi, cuckoo!
and say, "Hey Google, turn on the lights." On this occasion, not just the lights on my
Google Home can add information capabilities to my responses. You can give the...
Shut up! Put Google in a bin. So, Taiwanese Google Smart Home Hub, he goes into his kid's room every morning at 6 a.m. and then what happens? He says, "Hey Google," and I'm going to do it again.
So on this occasion, not just the lights in my son's room turned on, but all 50 in the house, waking up the entire family.
Oh no!
He did buy brand new ones, but not after waking up his entire family at 6 a.m. many times, just out of the habit. What?
No actual fire.
Stupid smart home cow bag in my pocket keeps interrupting. Yeah, sorry, you woke your entire family up. That's never a good thing, is it? Over to Judge Paul from the future to find out what your sentence is. Scott Malone, you stand guilty of committing a lighting apocalypse at 6 a.m. I hereby sentence you to 2 weeks of randomized wake-up mode, where your family can blast every light on whenever they feel you need humbling. He should have used Home Assistant! Yes, with Home Assistant, probably. Next case file, please.
As a joke to myself, and to notify me if a dog is on my yard, I created an automation that sends a broadcast if a dog is detected. It announces, "There's a dog in the yard," on all of my smart speakers. Having forgotten about it, I had been doing some work in the garage, and my garage speaker was set pretty loud. A lady walked by and her dog started sniffing around my yard. My speakers blasted, "There's a dog in the yard." She absolutely heard it. Ever since, I've left it that way. It brings me joy for no good reason. I like dogs and nobody seems too keen sticking around anymore.
Excellent, no punishment. I don't think you need to go to Judge Paul, but here's Judge Paul anyway. Manny Mello, you are found guilty of public defamation of innocent dogs via automation. I hereby sentence you to the reverse broadcast. This is a week where every time you enter the yard, the system loudly announces, "Home Assistant! Order!" The system loudly announces, "There's a human thing in the yard!" Next case, please.
Okay, so... A while ago, I came home from a night shift, surprised that my husband had forgotten to set the smart alarm system he'd created for our bedroom. I went for my usual post-shift shower and returned to the calm and dimly lit bedroom.
Excellent.
All of a sudden, before I had chance to put on my pyjamas, the lights turned on and the alarm system triggered. I was surprised, but it was okay. My husband had reassured me that all I needed to do was to say the password out loud and it would disarm. But would it acknowledge my attempts? No. Instead, it began alarming loudly whilst viciously clicking the lights on and off. Worst of all, it sent 15 seconds of video footage straight to...
This is you! This is you!
I only just realised.
Long before Alexa even existed, I might point out. Thank you very much. I had a very cool smart alarm system that sent me naked photos of my wife.
And I was so pissed. And needless to say, after 12 years, I still haven't forgiven you.
I haven't turned the alarm system off.
Over to Judge Hibbert, please, from the future.
He's going to forgive you.
No, he is not.
He's going to forgive that particular person.
He's certainly not.
Over to Judge Hibbert. Paul Hibbert of Hibbert Home Tech. Why is this sentence so long? You stand guilty of premeditated alarm system sabotage. As punishment, you will receive not one, but 2 sentences because of how your wife You wrote this. Firstly, your sentence is, I've had too much wine, to performing community service by helping in the Home Assistant forums. Forget that. Censoring only questions about YAML indentation errors. That's not punishment! Secondly, you are sentenced to 30 consecutive days of using only Philips. Goodbye. He should be forced to use Philips Hue! Isn't that right, wife? Yes! No! 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 Next case file, please.
After watching your review of the Link & Link eMotion Pro, I excitedly set up one in my office. It was set up to turn on all of my smart tech, including my PC with a Toya fingerbot, whenever I sat at my desk. It would then shut everything down when I walked out of the door again.
Very impressive.
I then went online with my fellow nerds trying to complete some really challenging game content. After a frustrating night of failures, about 5 hours in, and victory at hand, my lovely wife walked in with a coffee for me. I hadn't figured that this would count as presents by the office door. Cue the sound of panicking nerds being silenced as my computer shut off with seconds left in the fight. All progress was lost as it shut down without me saving. All that remained was me sitting in complete darkness and shame.
Whoops. Over to Judge Paul to find out what your punishment is. Scott and Aaron Carpenter, you stand guilty of high-stakes gaming session manslaughter. I hereby sentence you to the solo mission of redemption. You must replay the entire 5 5-hour raid from the beginning, your wife may enter and leave the office at any given moment, instantly triggering the shutdown automation. Needs more home assistant! Next case file, please.
Okay. I had a RoboVac that decided to suck in my dog's vomit. Little did it know that it had a chunk stuck in its edge sensor, and somehow it made it not detect edges anymore.
Oh, God.
Well, the stairs were no obstacle that day. Down it went, continuing to run the whole time, and it became a pile of plastic and metal at the bottom of the stairs.
A vomit's infused pile of plastic and metal.
Yeah, suffice to say, I was not excited to come home and find dog vomit spread across the floor and a RoboVac that had self-destructed.
Here is Judge Paul from the future to judge your dog. I don't think that's your fault. Tyler L., you are found guilty of trusting a robot vacuum with a task no human would touch. Always a mistake. I hereby sentence you to manually sweep the entire home daily for 14 days using a dustpan and brush. And you must whisper, "Good job," every time you empty the dustpan to honor your fallen robot. Even when you're scraping out the dog vomit, he should have used home assistant. Next case file, please.
I've got this automation that's supposed to keep the kitchen lights on. Originally, it relied on Philips Hue,
Oh,
the
you're in big trouble.
As you can probably guess, it worked great right up until everybody stayed still.
It just works.
It just works!
Picture this, a few friends round the table, maybe a few drinks in, maybe a game of poker, everything's going fine, and then click. Total darkness. The lights would always, and I mean always, turn off. I had every intention of fixing it. For literally years, I said, oh yeah, I need to sort that. But somewhere along the way, it became part of tradition. The lights going off mid-game or mid-conversation became a sign that everything had got too calm and we needed to get the party going again. So it would be our cue to pump the roof,
Like
to trigger...
it's the 90s. So it was an automation to make the lights go off on purpose.
No.
This sounds like a different kind of party. Did you all have to put keys in a bowl when you got there? I'm not coming to your house.
He says, I have now installed the everything present sensor and it works perfectly, but he does miss the tradition.
Oh, shout out to Lewis.
So, really?
Yeah, he knows that company.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Good guy.
Oh,
Best
cool.
person on the planet, actually. Other than you.
Yes.
Here's Judge Paul from the future to give you your punishment. Dan Owen, you stand guilty of unlawful over-reliance on Philips Hue, the worst crime imaginable. He should be killed. I hereby sentence you to 2 months of reinstating the cursed Hue motion sensor for every family meal, ensuring the lights fail in the true tradition. I'm nearly out of wine. Problematic. Next case file, please.
I bought a cheap Zigbee present sensor and added it to Home Assistant.
Home Assistant!
I set up an automation so that when we came upstairs to our rooms after sunset, the bedroom lights would come on and then turn off when the room was empty. I didn't tell the missus because I wanted to surprise and impress her.
They're never impressed. It doesn't matter what you do. Isn't that right, wife?
Unfortunately, in the morning she was furious, as during the night, any movement from either of us triggered the lights to come on, which woke her up. Many, many, many times.
This is from Shane Creates.
Might be.
He has a lot of bedroom trouble. Other influences are the enemy. Sorry, Shane.
I, however, slept through the whole thing.
Oh.
Needless to say, the automation was swiftly removed.
It didn't affect you, so I can't imagine there's any punishment for you. But here's Paul, Judge Paul from the future to tell you. Chris, you are found guilty of Home Assistant misconfiguration resulting in partner distress. Home Assistant! I hereby sentence you to 2 weeks of manual light duty, where you become your partner's exclusive household light switch operator for every room, every time. He should be killed! Order, order! I am very hoarse now from all the shouting because I am Paul from the further future. And very, very merry from having a happy Christmas. Thank you to Neesha for sticking the episode together. Massive thank you to all the patrons that committed stuff to the courts. That was brilliant. And a huge thank you to all the patrons as usual. I just about fit on the screen. It's a huge thank you to those guys. If you want to be like these guys, or in fact any of the patrons that have supported me throughout the year, you can do that at either... Try and stick it here.
That's what she said.
You can do it via Patreon or buy me a one-off beer at PayPal. Either way, I would genuinely love you forever. These are my Facebooks, my X's, my Threads, my Instagrams, my TikToks. Coming out there, I can be best friends. See you next time. Bye-bye from Neesha. Say goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye. Court adjourned! You bunch of bastards! Hang on then. Let me do it again.
What? Bang your gavel a bit.
All right. Some of you stop getting off on this. Stephen Jones, you are found guilty of squeeze me? Try again. Order, order.